if you like the shit that Granny puts out. Because Granny is my character and Peggy is my life. And I'm entitled to be able to have a life. Boiling in the UK, oh my gosh, I understand that. I have some friends who live in Bakersfield in Central California. It's 100 degrees there, and I think that's like 14 or 15 Celsius. I don't know. I don't know how to do the conversions, but it's just too fucking hot for human beings. That's what I'm saying. Let's see. So that's it about the personal questions. You don't need to know if I drink. You don't need to know what I eat. You don't need to know if I'm going to bake with 420 stuff or any of that. It's just none of your business about my personal life. 100 degrees is 37, 38. Well, holy fuck, that's just way hot. That's just way hot. Right now, actually, it cooled off a little bit in Los Angeles from yesterday. Yesterday was blazing hot, but today is a little better. What you do need to know about me is that I really appreciate every one of you, because if you didn't like the shit that I do, I wouldn't be doing it, right? Why would I do it if you didn't like it? And the fact that you follow me and that you share me with your friends and that you share me with your family, and why am I so fucking awesome? Well, I just try to be, that's all. I just try to be. I try to be awesome in my real life and in my granny life, because fuck, there's enough unawesome shit running around. It's up to every one of us to be awesome. Because if we can't be awesome, how can we expect anyone else to be awesome, right? It starts with us. I was at VidCon last week and I answered people. I said, I want to be the change I want to see. It has to start with me. Oh my God, I just made a fucking rhyme. How about that? I would love to be able to do a whole bunch of shout outs to all you guys. Oh yes, they do. People ask me that. And you live by the lug nut rule. That's great. The one with the most lug nuts wins. Yeah, you know, over there in Britain and over in Europe where it's so hot, but we have no global warming, right? We have no fucking climate crisis. Just ask, yeah, just ask the asshole in chief, right? No one needs to know anything except that Granny is so fucking funny. Exactly. 106 in Texas. Holy fuck, that's just inhumane. Whoops, I moved the cord. Sorry about that. 104 in South England. Holy fuck. Boring? Well, I'm sorry. Just get out of the stream then if you don't think it's interesting. Let's see. Why do I cuss all the time? Well, I have to get your fucking attention. If all I did was be nice like Mr. Rogers, I wouldn't get your attention. Somehow you seem to think it's funny if I cuss. How do I battle depression? I don't have depression. I'm probably one of the happiest people I know. I'm never unhappy and I'm never depressed. Well, I take that back. I've certainly been unhappy, but I refuse to sit there. And I understand that for people who have a chemical depression, that's a real deal. But Ariel, of course I remember you. Was I always like this? No. No, Rosemary, I was not always like this. And I guess that's one of the main reasons that I do this all the time. I learned some really hard lessons when I was younger. Really hard lessons. And it actually didn't take me until I was older that I realized I'd fucked up. I had wasted a lot of really valuable time being miserable or being angry or whatever, you know? Why is the word tits so catchy? I don't know. I guess it's just a bunch of prudish people who think that tits are like, oh, tits! Oh my gosh, tits! Oh my gosh. Whatever. Amy, if you don't like it, leave. Don't be nasty. Yeah, although that's what you wanted, wasn't it? You wanted attention, didn't you? Yeah, well, I got you some, honey. So if you don't like it, leave. All right, Caitlin, I have a video about that. How to talk to somebody that you want to get their attention, and you don't know how because you're shy. I have a video about that, and I can't answer that question right now. But let's talk about some more things. The one thing I can't tell is how many people are in here. Does anybody have a counter going? Hey, Kara, we do not take it. My preference is that no one in Grannyland takes out after another watcher or another listener. That's my job. You don't have to stick up for me, and I would prefer that you not let their behavior change your behavior, because I'm betting that you are a really nice person, and that isn't something that you would say to their face. So don't take their bait, okay? Let them be an idiot. Let them be a troll. Pretty soon they'll leave, and there you go, because all they want is attention. If you're unhappy, so is the whole damn house. Well, change it. Change it. Change it 1 minute at a time. Just for this 1 minute. Don't be unhappy, okay? And see if you can stretch that to 2 minutes and 3 minutes. And if you're unhappy and making everyone else unhappy, well, that's not productive. And we're on this earth to get through life being a little bit more productive. Are there swear words I don't use? Well, of course there are. I don't say mean things, and I don't usually say sexual things because there's no need to. There's no need to. Laura and Leah, hot chicken, how are you? Now, I'm sorry, you guys. This is the way I react when I see people in the chat who are people I've really met. And Laura and Leah have a channel. They're older gals like me, but not as old as I am. And we were the Scooter Brigade at VidCon. I met them in real life. Bruna, you're absolutely right. Your mom taught you to respect everyone. Oh, British Columbia. One of my bucket list items is to traverse Canada. Yeah. I want to start in British Columbia about in April, maybe May, and make it all the way to the eastern provinces to go to some of the music festivals in Prince Edward Island and Cape Breton and that sort of stuff. Yeah, that's one of my bucket list items. I don't know if I'll make it. I'm already 74, but, one can dream. Dre is about to go to college. Any advice? Number 1 advice is enjoy it. Number 2 advice is pay attention. Because if you start daydreaming, then you're wasting the money and time that you're spending going to college to learn something. And try to make friends. The cool thing about going to college is now you're with a whole bunch of people you've never had any history with. So you can start brand new friendships and see where they go. Those are my 3 big pieces of advice. What's my favorite thing to add to a basic sponge cake? Strawberries. Mashed up strawberries with a little bit of sugar in them. Oh, fuck yeah. And it's strawberry season right now. Chile, South America, hello. I'm 74, Catherine. Yeah, I'm old as fuck. Yeah, but you know what? I've lived every day of these 74 years. Actually, my birthday is 2 weeks from yesterday. I'm going to be 74, but I'm already 74, The pictures, there's 3 of them. That's broccoli. and that's an artichoke, and that's avocado. So, you know what? It's my house. Yeah, it's my house. Don't take your OCD to my house. Yeah. Phil Ranta is here! Hot fucking damn! Oh, Phil, I really wish that the comments would scroll, although the good news is that on the Android here, they're slow enough that I can actually scroll them. So everybody say hi to Phil. Phil is actually, he's in charge of creator relations, which is hanging out with people like me and making sure we sign up to use this amazing app which we can use to stream. And one of these days I'm going to come into your office, Phil. We're going to see if we can do it on my tablet so I can have a bigger viewing area. Yeah. So say hi to Phil because Phil is just the bomb. He's the fucking bomb. And he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. He's a good sense of humor. Oh, Mike is here. Mike O'Brien. Hey, Mike, how's it going? Yeah. Oh, a granny cookbook. My granny cookbook. Laura, funny that you would mention that because I do have a cookbook. It's coming out in October 23rd. That's less than 4 months away. That is 6 days less than 4 months away. Yeah, and the cover is all over my page. And pre-order that fucker now because if you listen, that's what one of the things I wanted to talk about. Oh, Laura, you're so good. Thank you so much for bringing that up because I really would love a whole bunch of you to go in to Amazon or go from my page. That's where you need to go. It's actually go from my page. Bosnia-Herzegovina. Wonderful. Hello, Andre. Oh, see, that's how I lose my train of thought. Oh, fuck. Anyway, go to my Granny Potty Mouth page or any one of my videos and you'll see a link to my cookbook and go in and order the cookbook now because if I get a fuck ton of pre-orders, yes, it's called Granny Potty Mouth's Fast as Fuck Cookbook. Tried and true recipes seasoned with sass. Oh, you know there's plenty of sass. Oh, fuck yeah, plenty of sass. Anyway, let's see. It's going to be ready October 23rd. Simple recipes indeed for a guy who is a terrible cook. Indeed, simple recipes because, you know, who the fuck wants to spend all day in the kitchen? There are one or two a little bit more complicated recipes, but use them on the weekend or a day off from work. I never cuss anybody out because I don't do like that. I just don't do like that at all. Carissa, yes! Yes! Will the cookbook have cuss words in it? Fuck yeah! It wouldn't be Granny Potty Mouth's Fast as Fuck Cookbook if it didn't have cuss words in it. Stacy, yes, you can get the cookbook in Canada. Amazon will ship to Canada and it will be available in bookstores in Canada. Yes, it is distributed to the trade by Macmillan. Phil, thank you are the twins really twins? No. No, they're not twins. I made up that name because they dress alike all the time. But that's something they started to do for their band. Their band is called RKVC. Let me write that out here for a page for you. RKVC. RKVC. You can find them all over the internet. But I call them the twins because I love them. They're just the best guys. They're just the best guys ever. They're smart. They're kind. They're funny. They're generous, and they're smart. And they're so fucking unselfish. They help everybody with their YouTube channel. They've written music for me. So Rod is Korean. His mom and dad are both immigrants from Korea. And Vince is Italian and Japanese. Yeah, but I call them the twins because they have the same heart. Together, when you mold them together as one, they are a unit. They are twins. They're wonderful. What's my favorite fucking vegetable? Wow. That's a really hard question. Oh gosh, I love broccoli. I love tomatoes, lettuce and tomatoes. Although tomatoes are fruit. I love carrots, potatoes. Is potato a vegetable or a starch or what the fuck? I don't know. I love potatoes. Um, Brussels sprouts, not so much. Any kind of sprouts, really. Any kind of sprouts should just be banned from the fucking planet. Um, let's see. I like cucumber. In fact, one of the next recipes on my channel. Oh, Catherine, you're fucking psychic, I swear. One of the next recipes on the channel is a wonderful, quick summer salad with tomatoes and cucumbers. And Xavier, there's your answer, right? It's tomatoes and cucumber, onions if you like them, and some other stuff that are a surprise. When am I visiting Scotland? Oh, I wish I could come back again. So back to the vegetables. I like green beans. I particularly like fresh green beans. I love corn on the cob, but it's like eating tracer bullets, right? Boom, 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 out they come, fully undigested. And I love peas. I like canned peas. I like fresh peas. I like snow peas. I like edamame. I don't know if that's a vegetable or not. Avocado. Oh, fuck yes, avocado. I made a breakfast sandwich this morning and I put avocado on it. There's nothing you can't put avocado on, except maybe pineapple. And, the pineapple is mostly put it everywhere too. I know I said that, JR. Tomatoes are actually fruit. Whatever. So basically, I like a whole lot of food, but I don't like onions. I don't like garlic. I don't like cauliflower. I hate cauliflower, actually. I'm not big on Brussels sprouts. Yeah. So anyway, I want to talk about Patreon, okay? Patreon. We've already talked about family. I want to talk about Patreon. I want to talk about the shit show that is YouTube and Facebook right now. In the early days of my Facebook Watch channel, Facebook did all of us new creators a big favor and they pushed us out to the newsfeed. So I was getting up to 1 million views on some of my videos. Now I'm lucky to get 3,000, 4,000, 10,000. And I have 155,000 people subscribed to the channel. So I want to know why you guys are not watching my videos. Because if you don't watch my videos, I don't get any money. And if I don't get any money, I can't make any more videos. Wait, what did I just miss something? I just missed something? My cookbook available in Australia, yes. Absolutely. Amanda, onions make me very ill. They're very, very, very much opposed to my digestive system. And same with garlic. Oh, it's just bad. It's just super bad. I don't like cauliflower anything. Ugh. It's tasteless, yet it's strong. It's wrong. It's wrong on every level. So, Patreon. If you guys have $3 or $4 a month, and you're willing to commit to $3 or $4 a month, just sign up to be one of my Patreon grandkids. It gives you access to shit that nobody else gets. Actually, Phil, maybe you can help me with a problem I have. I need to find an ad-free platform so that I can put my videos up. Sonia, I know, that's the trouble. Your stuff doesn't show up in your newsfeed. Originally, they pushed us out into the newsfeed. But what you have to do is you have to go to the watch channel. It's called Granny Potty Mouth, She's the Tits, right? And hit the follow button. And then there's another little thing to the right of it, I think. And you have to click that to make sure you get the notifications. Yeah, all you guys, if you're here, Granny Potty Mouth, go to the main page, and then there's a link to the cooking page, to the watch channel. So I would really love it if I could find a way for all my Patreon grandkids that I could put up my videos ad-free somewhere so that the money you pay to be on my Patreon would give it so that you'd see them. Because You know, I started making videos because it was fun. It was really, really fun, right? And it's still fun. Well, you know, if you're legit as fuck, single mom, poor, then just do me this big favor. Do me a huge favor. Okay, and it'll just be as good, Marietta. Yes, just watch my shit and share my shit. Because if you watch my shit and share my shit, that'll be it. How do I store unshucked corn on the cob? I have no idea. You know, it's been so long since I had a fresh garden. I was a little kid. Really little kid. I mean, we're talking 70 years ago, right? So anyway, what was that? Mind you dropping in. I love you dropping in. That's the best. So here's the deal. If you can't be one of my Patreon grandkids, then be someone who follows me religiously on Facebook, okay? Set a note in your calendar or something. Go to my page every day and watch a video and share it with a friend, all right? That would mean the fucking world to me, because the reason I make videos is to make people laugh and make people feel better, make people feel more confident. I try to give really good advice because I've learned all these lessons the hard way. I might as well help you out, right? I might as well help you out by giving you my lessons. And my reasoning here, you know, my thought process is that if I give you these lessons with fuck shit damn thrown in, why, then it'll get your attention. Oh, Chrissy, that's a really interesting question. What are my favorite videos to make? You know what? I don't do a video if it's not going to be fun, first of all. I love sitting down to do the meditation videos because that's when I feel the closest to you guys. When I can give you what's in my heart and what's in my mind and in my experience. That's the closest you get to a picture, what's the word I want? The closest you get to a peek into the real me, the Peggy behind the videos. And those are the ones I really like. I love the morning meditations, the positive thoughts. I really, really, really am passionate about spreading positive thoughts. So again, if you will share my shit, spread that positivity, or spread the funny shit, you know, spread the funny videos. Probably one of the funnest things I ever did was making the gingerbread cake. Holy fuck! I had a pee pad on my chair. I was laughing so hard. And it was so frustrating, but it was so fun. So, you know, I don't make a video if it's not fun. Well, Anthony, you're on YouTube. I can see that. Hey Phil, there's a thing. I can now see where the comments are coming from on Android. Yay, that's cool. So Anthony, on my YouTube, I have a playlist there called something like binge watching or something like that. So just turn on that playlist and let it run. Let that fucker run. And then send somebody a link. Send it by email. You can share a Facebook video. Yeah, newsfeed is really fucked right now on Facebook. And actually, notifications on YouTube is also fucked. So, you know, like Starlight says, she's subbed to over 100 creators. You just have to go over to your subs and see who's got new shit. Yeah, that's what you have to do. Because you have to watch us. If you don't watch us, we don't earn any money. And if we don't earn any money, I can't hire editors. I can't keep doing this because I have to spend my time taking acting jobs because, yeah. How am I interacting with everyone from all the platforms that you are live on? Oh, Brian, that is the best question of the day. And I really hope that Phil Ranta is still in here. This is a new app, a brand new app called Mobcam. And it's actually a spin-off or a sister company of Mob Crush, which the gamers use to have, you know, multiple people on their stream. So Mobcam lets me stream simultaneously to as many platforms as I'm signed up for. And right now I'm on 3. I'm on, for this stream, 3. How do I get 3? Yeah, this is crazy. The camera's backwards. So I'm on Facebook, and I'm on Twitter, and I'm on YouTube. So it's called Mobcam. If you are a creator, I suggest you sign up and you tell them Granny sent you. Phil, are you still here? Phil, I'm hoping you're still here. Phil Ranta was here. He's on Facebook. Dinner time, salty diarrhea. Oh my gosh, I remember you. Hey, have a great dinner time and happy 4th of July to you too. My Patreon is Granny Potty Mouth. Yep. Advice on cooking eggplants. Wow, you know what? I have not mastered eggplant yet. So I leave that to eating it out when I'm at a restaurant. You don't get any notifications to replies to you. Wow, that's weird. You know, I don't always either, and it's really tough to go back and answer someone's question, and it makes it seem like you're rude to the person who asked you the question. That's annoying as fuck, isn't it? Your third grandma. Yes, I would always be someone's third grandma. I'm happy to do that. You know, by the time you get to this age, you've learned a thing or two, and either you're a bitch and you're cranky, or you're happy and you share it. And I like to be happy and share it. Brian, I hope that is helpful to you. It's called Mobcam. It is an app for iOS and Android, and it's super, super, super easy to use. You know, I like eggplant, but it has to be cooked right. It really has to be cooked right. Oh, Erica, thank you so much for the link. That was very nice. Favorite YouTubers? Oh my gosh. How to make veggies taste good? Let me answer that question first before I come back to my favorite YouTubers. How to make veggies taste good? I found a spice in the supermarket called lemon pepper. It's one of my favorites. Absolutely one of my favorites. And there's nothing artificial in it. Another thing would be to use lemon and lime, and sometimes fruit juice. Depending on the vegetable you're using, oranges go well with it. I made some sweet potatoes the other day with orange zest and an orange juice. Oh, and some cinnamon and allspice. Oh my fucking God, it was so good. It was so, so good. So just add something else to the vegetables, because vegetables generally by themselves they have a flavor and they have an aroma, but they need something else. They need a little zest. Like I need makeup to have a video. They need a little makeup too. So try this lemon pepper shaker seasoning. There's no salt in it, and it's super delicious. And there you go. Favorite YouTubers. All right, here we go. I love RKVC because their shit is always funny, and it's never the same. It's very interesting, and they're smart. And of course, they work with me a lot. We collaborate. They don't work with me, but I mean, we collaborate a lot, and they help me with shit. And I just love their content. I don't know why they're not bigger. It's RKVC. RKVC. You can find them anywhere. They're all over social media. I love, 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 love Lily Hevish. She makes domino art. Her channel is called Hevish5. It's HEVESH5. If you just Google Domino Lily with one L, you'll find her. I love Boogie2988. I love Spanky Valentine. She has a new channel called Swoop. Casey Neistat. I watch him all the time. And I watch his buddy, Dan Mace. because he's got a brilliant cinematic style. I really, really, really love it. Who else do I watch all the time? Oh man, I'm blanking, but there's a few to get you started. Jacob, you want to live stream to Mixer? I don't know. You'd have to ask the guys on Mobcam about that. Advice on cooking a tofukin. That was an acting gig I did, and so I would Google recipes for that because that wasn't my content. And I'm really not a fan of tofu. Yvonne, thank you very much. Jonathan Wirtz, didn't I call you out? I thought I did. Am I ever a bitch? Yes. And if you want to find out, you're not going to find out on video. No. Every now and then I have to go into full bitch if I see somebody being mean or hateful or rude. And if somebody attacks somebody I know, oh, I'm a bitch in my head. And then I find a way to get them ever so nicely. How do I handle all the different things I do on my various sites? Well, George, that is a very interesting question. Oh, Renee, before I come back to you, George, something else that is super awesome on corn on the cob, which is kind of not a diet vegetable because it's so rich in sugar and starch, but oh my God, Parmesan cheese. Oh, shake that shit on. Oh, so good. So good. I never would have tried it, but it was at the county fair like that. How do I handle all the different things I do? The good news is that back in my younger days, I was a secretary at the very earliest dawn of computers for the office. I mean, I remember when we had manual typewriters, and then we had, and you had to do this, wajing, wajing, and then there were electric typewriters, and then there were electric typewriters, and you could interchange the little ball thing, remember? And then there were electric typewriters that had a little memory in it, and you could do macros. And then there were computers, and they were as tall as I was, right? They had a big thing that sat on the floor, and then you put big 8-inch floppy disks or 7-inch floppy disks in them. So I've just grown up with that technology, and I'm very familiar with it. And as long as a website is designed intuitively, I can work it. However, I can't work any of the iOS or Mac products for shit. It doesn't think like I do. If you grew up on typewriters and computers in the older days, then, you know, you'd think differently than a Mac does. A Mac thinks like a preschooler, and it was designed for people who didn't have any computer or typing training. I think you guys are playing games with me. Brandon, hello! Ah, you're off work. How do you start a YouTube channel? There are 1,000 videos on how to do that. Thousands and thousands. Something else I wanted to talk to you about. So let's see. We've gone over Patreon. Please check it out. We've gone over Facebook Watch. Please be sure that you follow the channel and turn on the notifications. And if you don't get the notifications, check out my shit daily. That would just make me so happy. And it would really alleviate a lot of my problems. What's my favorite baseball or sports team? Now, Janine, you had to finish the sentence with you love the Yankees. I am a Red Sox fan, born and bred. And all right, here you guys, you're going to get a little bit of a Peggy story, okay? I don't let you into my personal life very often, but here you go. When I was a very little girl, 4 or 5 years old, TVs came out. Or maybe I was even a little bit older than that. I was born in 1944, so this July I'm going to be 74 years old. So when the very first TVs came out, our whole family pulled money together to buy a TV for my grandpa because my grandpa had lost his hearing, and one of his biggest joys was listening to the Red Sox baseball games. He loved the Red Sox, and all of a sudden he lost his hearing and he could no longer hear the announcer. And so the family pulled their money and bought one of these TVs, giant cabinet, right? A little tiny screen. But my grandpa could still see, so he could watch the ball games, the ones that were televised anyway. He would miss all the away games, of course. But what was the coolest thing of all is that when I was little, I would sit on the floor and sort of put my elbow up on his knee, and we would watch the ball game together. And he would give me the play-by-play. And he would tell me about the rules of the game. He would point out a play that was really done well. And one of the things that he instilled in me early on is that it doesn't matter who wins or who loses, as long as they play good, clean ball, and they play with really good athleticism. And I've remembered that forever. I'm still a Red Sox fan to this day, but yeah. Turn the notifications on. There you go. So, yes, I was born and raised in Massachusetts, and I left there. Yastrzemski, who doesn't remember him, right? But actually, I moved out to California just about the time when the Angels were a new team. And back then, I had 2 kids, and they were young, and we could go to the baseball game for $5 a piece. If we got there super early, you could take in your own food even. So we would get there super early as soon as the gates opened, and the kids would run up all the ramps, woo, 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 because I wasn't about to run back then. And we would get front row seats in the top tier for $5 a piece, and we would sit there and eat the picnic supper that I had packed. You can't do that shit now. Pineapple on pizza. Well, you have to look at my video about pineapple on pizza to get all the scoop on what can go on a pizza, but fuck yes, pineapple on pizza. I have 2 videos about pizza, actually, and pineapple for sure. I don't watch TV. I've actually never talked about it. Oh, Martha, just recently, in fact, that's in one of my vlogs, my vacation vlog, I got to go to Fenway for my 2nd time ever. I got to go with my niece. She has been to 700 plus baseball games. Holy fuck. Cooperstown Baseball Hall of Fame. Yeah, that would be fun. I would love to go on my book tour when my book comes out. Do I go to Panera? Every now and then, but their stuff has a lot of salt on it, and somehow I'm not big on it. Not big on salt. Oh, actually, I didn't get banned from VidCon, but I was afraid to go back to the hotel where all the heavy creators were and all the gifting suites and stuff. If you look at RKVC's video, these guys right here, RKVC, and you look in the early part of their video, you'll see me putting apostrophes on their signs. And they said I was defacing them. Taunton. I kind of know where that is.